It's about 50,000. The newly added confirmed cases in Hubei Province today is 0, and there is 0 imported cases. For 34 days in a row, there is no newly added case. The other areas, aside from Wuhan City, there has been no newly added confirmed cases for over 60 days. By today, there is 0 current confirmed case and 0 suspect case. There has been about 63,600 patients who have come out of the hospital. The newly added asymptomatic carriers is about 16, and 0 is confirmed. 13 has been cancelled from the containment, and the whole province has cumulative 60,000 suspect case. Now let's welcome Mr. Chen to introduce information about the bailout measures. Good afternoon. I would love to introduce the bailout measures about supporting the agribusiness in Hubei Province. We have 4 major measures. First, in recent years, with the agricultural reform, the new agribusinesses in the whole province has a number of 200,000. That's a major player in our provincial economy, and they are also the frontline contributors to the modern agriculture development. This year, due to the influence of COVID-19, the agribusinesses in Hubei Province has been hit severely, facing several difficulties. To implement the CPC Central Committee's call of strengthening agricultural development and guaranteeing food safety, and according to the requirements of the Hubei Provincial Party Committee and the provincial government, since the end of February, our bureau has taken a series of measures. We have laid out the bailout measures. After formulating the documents officially, we have solicited opinions from the government agencies, and with the consent of the local government, the document has been published. Second, about the contents of this document. It centers on the biggest difficulties faced by the new type of agribusinesses. We aim at precision in our measures and quick results. The measures include 3 features. 1, directly cut to the chase. We face the difficulties right on, and we come up with the measures with no red tape. All of those measures are very targeted, and the whole document contains no more than 2,000 words. Second, highlights. We highlight the major targets, that is, the cooperatives, the farms, the agriculture enterprises, and the agriculture-related social organizations. As to the supporting contents, it includes the major agricultural elements, the services, and the production, and our target is to solve the major problems confronted by the new type of agribusinesses. Third, every such item has been the result of full communication between the government agencies. We hope to take tough measures to help those players come out of such difficulties. Third, the major measures. For the 10 measures, it targets at insurance, financial service, land usage, projects, construction, and so on, in order to truly support those agribusinesses. So it is very practical. For example, from the financial sector. We guarantee the credit issuance, we extend the repayment term, and we enhance the guarantee for such credit. The Provincial Financial Bureau takes 300 million RMB yuan to offer credit to those agribusinesses. As to extending the repayment term for those very promising agribusinesses now gripped in difficulties, the financial institutions will offer more preferential treatment by extending the repayment. We will improve the credit measures, particularly through the form of mid- and long-term credit. During the extension period, there is no penalty. As to financing guarantee, the guarantee business will offer a preferential interest rate of 0.5 percentage points. And for some group of agribusinesses, there is no requirement of mortgage. For some borrowers, the credit line could be extended to 5 million, as long as they have very good background. And the banks may extend the term of repayment, and during that time, there is no other fees or charges of guarantee. And secondly, we encourage food production, resume production, and develop production services to reduce the burden on the agribusinesses. As to encourage food production, this year, for the rice production, we will offer some subsidies. As to resume production, we support the local governments to coordinate the budget from the central government for better arrangement. The Agricultural Development Fund and the bonus for the big counties of food production, they will enjoy the bonuses. And we will also improve the production farms to be more standardized with the subsidies. And for those who have imported pigs from outside, we offer subsidies. But as to the details of such subsidies, the cities and counties will customize. As to develop the production and services, the social organizations in the agriculture sector will have to coordinate their pesticide control, and those players will enjoy the maximum subsidy of 100 RMB yuan per mu. For the objects, the standards, and forms of such subsidies, the local governments will make the decision. As to reducing the burden of the agribusinesses, for example, the poultries, vegetables will not be subject to VAT in the transportation and transmission process. For those less than 5 million RMB yuan, we will also cancel some charges. For example, by reducing the sum from their income tax. For those who cannot pay the taxation because of the COVID-19, with the approval of the provincial level taxation bureau, we can extend the taxation payment by another 3 months. From February to June, we will exempt the old age care, the unemployment charges, and for the employee insurance, we will offer some measures. For those who has been unemployed for over half a year, or for those vulnerable groups in the workforce, and for those who have signed labor contract for over 1 year, and has been contributing to social insurance, we can offer 1,000 RMB yuan in a lump sum. And for the new type of agribusinesses, we can exempt the leases for 3 months. As to social insurance, there are also some support measures. Mainly for 44 counties and cities in the province, we will standardize the insurance measures. And we will extend the coverage of the pilot programs so that every player could be covered in the insurance. Fourth, land usage and project construction. For land usage, we will implement the measures in number 1 central government document. Those directly used for the aquaria development or plantation, they can use the arable land, and for those land stay idle for months, they can be resumed. And there will be a 10% of construction land usage. Meanwhile, we support different localities to develop the land areas. We encourage the homestead lands to be developed for tourism development. As to project construction, we support the new players in the agribusiness sector to participate in the agriculture park development by taking part in certain projects like the demonstration agricultural parks, the clusters of premium agriculture bases to improve the arable land's quality and improve the social services of those agricultural land. We hope that those agribusinesses could enjoy high-quality development. Such supporting measures will be very promising for the new type of agribusinesses. It constitutes as a rare opportunity. They can truly make a difference. Thank you. Now the Q&A session. Please identify yourself.
中新社记者提问：当前和今后一个时期，湖北推进新型农业经营主体发展有什么样的重大举措？
In the future, Hubei develops the new type of agribusinesses in the province. So, what will be the details of the measures in the province? Thank you for your question. For the new type of agribusiness players like the cooperatives, the family farms, the agricultural enterprises and social organizations, they represent the direction of our future modern agriculture and the new era's production force. So in the future, our province will be committed to develop the family farms and the farmers' cooperatives. At the same time, we will execute the measures by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Areas for high-quality development of the new type of agribusinesses. In details, Hubei Province will focus on 4 plans. First, the Rural Areas Enterprise Development Plan. For years, Hubei Province has been developing the processing industry of agricultural products. We will nurture those dragon heads enterprise with over 5 billion of output and those processing parks with over 10 billion of value, so as to build a cluster of processing enterprises. Second, family farms. We have designed to go to every village to select 1 to 2 family farms. Those family farms have 6 highlights. We will later on talk about the cooperatives and the social organizations offering agriculture services. Those are the initiatives innovated by Hubei Province. For example, those registered, approved family farms with standardized financial management, advanced technology, the dominant industry, and steady and sound revenues. Those are the standards for the family farms we select. And we will select another 100 demonstrated family farms in the whole province every year to encourage the others. Third, cooperatives. Also, we start from every village. We will select those advanced cooperatives as long as they have healthy procedures, production criteria, and regulated financial management, the balance management, and brand effects. Meanwhile, every year, we will audit those agricultural cooperatives. For every county, we will cultivate 1 to 2 industrial or regional cooperatives. The fourth plan is to improve the social organizations offering agriculture services. We start from the criteria, management, the training of personnel, the quality guarantee, and the regulation and supervision of the agricultural products. For every county and township, we will also cultivate 1 to 2 professional social organizations as such. Thank you. The next question. We have learned that many cooperatives and agribusinesses have the need of credit. So how to bail out those needing agribusinesses? By encouraging the financial organizations. Thank you for your question. The difficult credit for those agribusinesses is mainly because that they have light assets, or they even lack assets. They lack credit. That's why it's very hard for them to directly borrow from the banks. So there is a need of help from the guarantee agencies in order to get credit support from the banks. Therefore, those financing guarantee agencies play a key role in the agri sector. In recent years, Hubei Provincial People's Government highlight the credit system building with a series of measures. For now, the whole province has 247 such guarantee enterprises, and 103 are policy-oriented. 142 are private enterprises. By the end of March, in the guarantee sector, the re-guarantee has been 84,000 households, with a credit sum of over 100 billion RMB yuan. This has been very important for helping those agribusinesses in gaining credit. Since the start of COVID-19, those guarantee enterprises have been actively participating in the bailout. For those directly hit micro businesses, they offer a credit of 1.4 billion with a year-on-year increase of 2.5 times. And for those producing tea, pigs, lobsters, or grains, those guarantee agencies played very active role. And also, the bailout for the new type of agribusinesses have enjoyed and benefited from those measures. For example, institutional design. For those counties with no such guarantee agencies, we encourage them to build such one. And second, reducing the charges and fees of guarantee with a preferential rate of 0.5%, and we can extend the repayment of such charges. Third, the line of guarantee. For those asking for less than 3 million, those agribusinesses can enjoy no mortgage or pledge. For those with very good background, or who are very influential, there is an exemption of such guarantee, and the guarantee sum could be as high as 10 million. Fourth, we encourage those guarantee agencies and financial organizations to offer some preferential treatment in the land operation rights and the pigs production to be the guarantee. And for some individual guarantee agencies, as long as they have been implementing the provincial government's requirements and they have been shouldering their social responsibilities to support the bailout of those new type of agribusinesses and relieve the pressure on credit. Thank you. The next
你
question
好，中国日报记者提问。我
from
们想了
China's
解一下，
Daily.
随着疫情的逐步被控制，那么
We
在家
would
关了很久
love
的小
to
朋友
know
呢，
that
现在
with the
也纷
control
纷出门
measures
活
of
动了。
COVID-19
现阶段
and
主要有哪些
with
儿
the
童群体
kids
常见
coming
的传染性
out
疾病和新
because
冠
of
肺
the
炎的这
lifting.
种症
Now,
状类似？
for the
那么我们应该
COVID-19
如何预防
infection
呢？谢谢。
symptoms, they may seem very similar to the regular flu. So how can we prevent such similarities and confusion? Thank you. According to our observation, as to the kids, now this is the right time for the particular diseases of kids like chickenpox or the measles and mumps. Mumps is caused by the viruses through the respiratory system. They are caused by the sprays and mists. They may feel the headaches if they get the mumps. And for the kids infected with the mumps, there may be swelling symptoms of the mumps, and it lasts for 1 to 2 weeks. As to chickenpox, is caused by the virus of herpes zoster and is also through the respiratory system. The early symptoms include also fever, the lack of appetite. After the infection for 1 to 2 days, the kids may have rashes. It spreads from the limbs to the faces. And it's really seen in the hands or feet. As to the hand, foot, and mouth disease, is caused by several different intestinal diseases because of close contacts of the feces of the patients or their saliva or the toys, the bottles that has been touched by the current patients, they may get infected. In the hands, feet, or mouth, there may be rashes. Some kids may also have the herbs in their asses. So, some of those kids, if they get the hand and mouth disease, they may have complications. As long as we can observe the lack of appetite of the kids, we have to stay alert and examine the kids in order to have targeted precautionary measures. For the above-mentioned 3 diseases, that's the information. And I think the key is to have good hygiene habits when we take our kids out. You have to wear the masks. If the kids are very small and they refuse to wear the masks, we'd better take them to the open air with less pedestrians, particularly before they touch their mouth or their nose, or when they go to the toilet, or change their diapers, you have to wash your hands. And also another suggestion is good ventilation indoors. With the ventilation, it could help. Finally, I have to warn you that the hand and mouth disease, chickenpox, and the mumps could be prevented through getting vaccines. Thank you. This is the end of the press conference. Thank you.